it.
I saw the techies and the Venge. I'm like, the Tiny and the Venge. I'm like, if you go Tiny and don't pick Wisp, you have something else in mind. I'm like, it's got to be techies. Did anyone else? No one else.
It was
believed the
a
techies?
very quick, definitive call after he saw the first 2 picks. I have to admit, there
Okay,
wasn't
but
like
he'll
that.
he gets a point for that. I agree. He gets a
There was
point.
a point. All right, but we've got a draft.
We've got a draft.
We've got a
let's
draft.
talk about it.
Let's talk about it. All right. Vici banning out the Fire Guys, Bat Rider and the Ember Spirit, Newbee taking out the Wisp, and the Faceless
I'm
Void.
surprised about the Faceless Void ban, to be honest. We haven't seen Faceless Void at all today, I think. I haven't been watching all the games, but I don't
These
remember.
are the same bans they did against MVP. Exact same. Wisp, Faceless Void. So that's their duo. I don't know.
So with Vici, you always have to keep in mind the Drow and the Wisp. And they banned the Wisp. Venge has been picked up. There's also a Lycan out there, something that Black has run a decent amount. So don't know if they could get Brood Juggernaut.
Lycan's one of those big heroes. I remember Rose Blitz saying, I think he was saying, a lot of teams are going to be picking the Lycan up. Secret are used in their opening match, and it pairs nicely, pretty good against some of these kind of trending heroes. There's a lot of physical damage and complements well with the Dazzle picks we're seeing a bit more of. But I don't know how much I like the Lycan with the Venge. Sure, the Venge can amplify the physical damage, but not as solid as far as the synergy there.
Yeah, I think more likely if they want to go one of those routes is probably the Drow, but not sure if we see it in this particular phase. What has Ice been playing lately?
He plays everything. That's why Vici's
Brood.
so that's why they win games.
Brood, yeah. Brood
That's
is
the only
definitely a
reason.
pocket pick that you have to worry
The
about.
only
this
reason.
year.
The only reason.
He's literally 1v5ing every team.
Yep.
No, I mean I think it was yesterday, talking about Vici gaming their success. Ice will just play almost any hero. You look at most teams in their offlanes, and you're like, there's 2 or 3 offliners they generally prefer. Ice, it's like Jug, Undying, Brood, Ricky. He does absolutely anything and everything. So
He does prefer, it feels like he prefers these kind of in-your-face kind of heroes,
yeah,
melee.
he used to do a lot of Elder Titan.
I haven't seen Ice play Puck offlane that I remember, for example, right? Although
I don't think he plays the off-lane puck, though. Ooh, the Tide. There you go. Watermelon.
Pretty good versus the Brew split in general.
Can you give us camera, Brian?
Apparently, we look. The
Brian,
It does look pretty mysterious here.
wait.
We are.
I need to do something. It's important. What?
Are we taking off? If we take off our clothes, they won't actually know. It's still dark.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty spooky.
I like it.
Tidehunter is not very popular right now. This hero used to be all the rage, but it feels like teams generally preferring the Axe and Troll, by the way, both ignored in this draft. They do not seem to be high priority heroes for either Newbee or Vici. Also not something LGD is going for. The three big Chinese teams coming into this, they don't favor any of those heroes.
They're also ignored in the C-Deck versus E-Home. Troll was picked, but
Well, E-Home runs them a decent amount.
but yeah.
Wait, LGD, I'm going to correct you there. LGD is 9-0 with Tidehunter in the patch 683.
Yeah, Tidehunter's
Right, but I'm just saying in
this
general,
patch.
Tide is not that popular.
Yes. What I'm saying is LGD of all these teams.
Is that true though? I think Tide's still in the top 20 most played heroes on this patch.
I would be surprised if that was not the case. I think there's a lot of
Top
Tide.
20 is
Yeah.
pretty broad.
Top 20 or top sort of. He's
It used to be
Okay.
pretty popular. All right, we got the stats, man. Pulling up some stats.
I think it's.
I'm
it's
gonna
more
go
that
back
it's-
to my old job.
It's
Sorry, K-pop, nothing personal.
Tide used to be the top tier offlaner that you'd always look to be
first pick
to
him,
pick.
ban him even.
Like you go back to Star Ladder season 10, where it was teams were fighting over Tidehunter in the first 2 picks.
The point is he's dropped off a lot.
Yeah, he definitely has dropped off some, but still very viable. Ancient Apparition Clockwork, banned out by Vici.
Tidehunter is the 7th most picked hero in 683.
Okay.
Behind Venge, Skywrath Make, Juggernaut.
And he has a
Lion.
losing win rate, 47% win rate.
Yes. The last 2 weeks. What's the last? What day is today? So
The 29th.
let's go from 14 of January. 14 January.
Oh, Shadow Fiend ban versus Vici Gaming. This is not a hero they run
Yeah.
very often.
And there's the Visage ban, so.
Maybe something they've
No
been
Drow
showing in
Visage.
scrims. Yeah, the Drow Visage was definitely still a threat, so I like
Yeah.
that ban from Newbee.
That makes sense. Shadow Fiend's just all the rage right now, man. The Spirit Bomb.
Last 2 weeks it dropped to rank 14, 14th most
All right.
picked.
Stock falling, also losing a lot of
Losing
games,
42%.
42% win rate.
I think-
Wow, that's.
Yeah. Bad teams like to play Tidehunter though.
bad teams.
Oh yeah, does he just scream baddies? Just
It reminds me of the Darkseer thing, where Darkseer, when he was always had that losing record and teams kept picking it, it's because he was such like a safe and easy run hero, and it was always a lot of the weaker teams would play him against stronger teams.
Yeah.
So that to me is that was a harsh way of putting of explaining what I was trying to say there.
once a hero hits critical mass, everybody picks him, even the top teams and the second tier.
You know who's terrible with the win rate? 32% Disruptor being the 12th most picked.
That is really
How many?
low.
That's 32%.
Dumpster tier, dude.
Yeah, it's like 49 games, 16 wins, 33 losses.
That's when those heroes.
surprisingly bad.
I think the biggest thing with that hero is there's no like if you're behind with a disruptor, the hero does
it's
nothing.
just like, yeah.
He's only good when you're winning, or if you're on par, it's kind of like he's alright. But if you're losing, the hero is useless.
Yeah.
So very few supports I feel fall in that category apart from disruptor.
I feel Ogre is the
CM.
other one.
Ogre, as who fell off, or just who can't play from behind.
I feel like Ogre, if you're losing, does nothing.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's true.
I mean, it's just like, oh, you get a
Yeah,
stun.
you like bloodlust. Somehow.
Yeah, if your opponents have an item advantage, your ogre burst damage isn't burst damage.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah, it's just tickling.
yeah. There's probably a few like ogres, CMs, and
And
CMs is
Newbee have a lot of heals here. It's
Hey,
actually
the
Vici.
new ulti from CM actually can win you fights when you're behind.
Yeah.
So Vici ban out Ancient Apparition, and Newbie say, great, we're going to pick another heal. Their 5 minutes starting to shape up pretty nicely. They are pushing, if they want to, into Tide Earthshaker, though. Vici do not want to get overrun. They don't really have an engine for the push
I think
yet.
Vici has good answers for what Newbee is presenting right now.
They've got no good
So far.
heroes to like stop a Bruce Blade.
Yeah,
or
they
anything
cannot
like that,
stop
though.
Bruce
Bruce
Blade.
like this is guaranteed Bruce Blade. Doesn't have to go. Like sure, there's stuns and stuff. You probably do go BKB, but it's like if you blink and clap, you're pretty much guaranteed to get your ulti off with a clap, which is
And
always
they're,
nice.
they're not particularly elusive either. So like he blinks in and claps, and then you're walking away. Maybe you swap someone out.
Yeah.
You don't have an Ember or a Storm, someone who could just zip out and cause the Bruce Split to be wasted.
The good thing is that Vici Gaming still has to pick the
Yeah.
other two
The
cores.
carry the Black Zero and Super Zero. So
Yeah, and they can find
Oh,
a
man,
mid hero
wow.
that can.
Hedge your bets there.
And exactly, you pick Doom. It's like we don't care what mid hero, what carry you pick. Doom counters it.
Yeah.
So
And he's great against Tide also. So even if they
yeah.
grab cores that can somehow be elusive against the Doom, smart choice from Newbie there, I think.
Doom has always been the newbie hero. Go back to like TI and stuff. This was their thing.
Well, yeah, Vici as well. RTK is playing a lot
Yeah.
of Doom at TI.
Vici is almost out of research time right now. They have to pick
Okay.
fast these next two. They have 19 seconds left total.
Yeah, they thought about that Earthshaker for a while.
Yeah, so they will have to probably take some rash decision here. And they go for the sniper. And I mean, when you look at Earthshaker, Tide Hunter, and Vengeful Prick, that is a perfect lineup for sniper to keep their distance.
There's
Yeah.
not many heroes that'll jump on you apart from the Brewmaster, but I think he's got enough protection from the Earthshaker, the Venge swap.
Good at laning and irritating a mid melee here like a Brewmaster. So is this the superhero for them? That's generally where we see the sniper right now.
Yeah. I don't know if
It
it's
could be
super-
a black sniper as well.
It could be. Maybe they'd swap up the lanes a bit.
Yeah. I feel like
Black
Sniper needs
type.
to be mid. I don't think Sniper safe lane does too much, but
Mm.
I think they banned the Invoker, which they probably mostly worry about the
So they're-
Exort Invoker
Yeah,
for
they're
black.
they're
Yeah.
thinking probably the Black Invoker.
This could be like a Terrorblade or a Drow Ranger, though. I don't like Terrorblade Sniper is a bit kind of a lot of overlap, not exactly enough kind of utility from those two heroes, but
10 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
I think Dro or they actually what's being ignored? Troll. This is like great troll
Yeah,
game.
Troll
I
and
li-
Axe were
Troll
both ignored the
Sniper,
entire
like,
draft.
Troll Sniper, and Troll is exactly the kind of hero I feel Vici need here. They need a fighting safe laner who can just kind of block out and protect the sniper. But if the sniper somehow gets jumped, the Troll does a lot of damage. I feel like this is a
Yeah.
perfect
we,
troll
we
game.
saw that combo earlier today. He's also pretty good against Brew. Just the blind Pruvian nuisance when he goes for the split. Good against Juggernaut. Even when he Blade Furies, you just right click him. Newbie looking for another support here, something to pair with the Witch
A
Doctor.
lot of supports have been banned out this
I
game.
do like the ban of the Chen. I think Chen would have fit very, very well in this lineup in a very aggressive, let's push early kind of thing.
Yeah.
And Vici's D push is Shrapnel and Fissure. It's not great.
It's not great. But if they get the Troll, that also helps them a little bit because Troll can...
Yeah, you can't really run in and...
okay at the push. Or at least at just pulling the creeps with the slow axis.
Yeah, that's true.
So...
Newbie every now and then run the like greedy jungle.
Before
dude.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking like Enigma
Yeah.
could be like some sort of a really greedy
Well,
pick that they go for,
I think if they want to go greedy, they just do the jungle Doom though normally.
and then
but
just grab another offlaner here, like
Yeah.
a Centaur or something. Centaur's really great against the sniper.
Well, or it could just be like the Jug off lane and then pick up a different safe laner.
yeah.
Jug's not really a HoW hero, but I mean, Jug's just a good hero in general. But I mean, it's a HoW hero in the sense that he likes to get aggressive and farm, just not something he's known for compared
Yeah,
to.
it's no more for Slark, is Weaver.
Oh, the puck. Okay.
So it will be the Jug. It does
Yeah,
mean we
it's
get
a
the
jungle
Jungle
doom.
Doom.
Yeah,
Or a support Jug. Some teams run support Jug, but
we're still trying to get that.
I don't think we've seen it yet, but it's been brought up many
if we
a
talk
time.
about it enough, maybe it will
okay,
happen.
okay.
Position 4 Jug? Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
the game. No, never mind.
No.
Okay.
No,
possible.
I think you have the Jug is your only real damage after 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, their damage is Jug and Axe Doom.
Speaking of damage, that Vici need it. They do not have much right now.
Yeah, I think the Terrorblade's alright still, but the troll's the big one that stands out to me.
What are you gonna do when Newbee 5-man you though? Like with
Yeah.
a Terrorblade sniper.
Is
I
an
don't
axe
think
okay
you're-
here?
You could still. Yeah.
Oh.
Ah, they take the other man.
All right.
How does X go through to the 5th pick?
Wow. That seems pretty crazy.
So
So Super Axe Black Sniper.
yeah, I want.
So X mid versus Brew, perhaps. Or no, Moo playing the puck, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to be Brew off lane?
We'll see. They could be looking to swap around some of these lanes. Like even though Super's picked up the axe, it could still be like a safe lane axe with Black going mid on the sniper. Like some teams,
Both teams have a lot of
Yeah.
like switches they can make
Yeah.
there, especially Newbee.
Black's gone in mid on the Invoker before. Even like this team will sometimes switch up their players and lanes depending on.
Yeah, I feel like
Sure.
all 4 heroes on Newbee except the Witch Doctor could do kind of whatever they want in terms of lane
At
setup.
the same time, all 4 heroes of Vici Gaming outside of Sniper are really good at protecting Sniper.
This courier, man.
So if Black can get a decent laning phase, Vici Gaming has a lineup that is prepared to have Black do whatever he wants to do.
I think the one I like Newbie going a bit greedy with the Jungle Doom because Earthshaker's not a hero that punishes that. Earthshaker's one of these defensive kind of reactionary supports.
Actually,
but
all of their heroes are, aside from like early on. Tidehunter
Yeah.
isn't going to do much early. Sniper's not going to do much early. Venge can roam a lot, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
Get a punch.
We're going to see a little skirmish break out here. Vici invading the jungle. Banana in the front lines, just scouting it out. Doesn't look like we'll see a clash. Magic Bush Ward comes down. Little sentry there.
30 seconds.
And I guess with that, we'll
Yeah.
we'll leave it to our casters, Zyori GoDz.
thank you,
Alright.
friends.
Take it away. Good luck with your bets. Undefeated, the unrivaled.
I don't know.
Good luck,
We'll see.
gods. Have you heard about the punishment for who has the worst score with the bets?
No.
Casting a game with the horse head and a picture-in-picture so everyone sees you with the horse head the entire game for the last day
That's
of
a
the group
punishment
stage.
for some people. I feel like Suns fan would love that though.
He's going to start throwing the
Depending on-
bets.
he said that you better
Ah.
Yeah, Suns fan can't breathe with it on, so it's terrible. And you,
I mean,
you have to see out the nose holes.
casting blindfolded. That would be a challenge.
It's punishment for the viewers and whoever loses.
Okay.
It's good. Everybody loses. I like it.
All right. What does the ultimate winner get? I feel like there needs to be an ultimate winner.
No,
prize
we're
as
all
well.
about punishment around here. The winner, you get
Alright.
a golf clap. Congratulations, you predicted well. Loser, that's where
All
it's
right.
that's
So
where it's
we're all
really at.
sadistic.
Yeah, the winner gets to sit and co-cast with the person wearing the horse head.
and by that, it's like you sit and laugh at them. you feed them misinformation.
I like that. So, all right, let's talk about some rosters here. See how the lanes are setting up. Dire side, we've got Vici Gaming. Ice 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 going to be the off laner for the Dire on the Tidehunter. Looks towards the mid lane. That'll be Black on the Sniper. They'll have FY on the Earthshaker moving through the jungle. That puts Fenrir on the Vengeful Spirit. And we've got Super in the safe lane here on the Axe.
All right. Well, on the Dire side, in the off lane, is going to be Rabbit playing your Brewmaster. Mid lane's going to be Moo on the Puck. Does leave the jungle Doom to Banana. And then in the safe lane, we've got Sanching on the Witch Doctor supporting the HoW Juggernaut here. So greedier draft on the Newbie side. They've got the jungler going on there, and kind of as mentioned, like I feel like they knew they could get away with this. Earthshaker is just a hero that has to react to the opponent. It's kind of the counter initiator. Like you go into mid hero, the fissure there is to counter initiate, or sometimes to set up a kill, but ultimately you're reacting to nothing.
Smoke rotation up top from FY. Throws down a fissure. Rabbit in some trouble. This will probably be your first
Nice.
blood, and it is. Earthshaker gets it. FY with the bonus goal. This is such a classic I just had deja vu watching that. They love that early smoke rotation right before this 2-minute rune comes out. That's like, it's the Vici special.
There's nothing no hero you have to protect because of the jungle doom. There's no kind of defensive play setup. So Earthshaker has to go for those kind of plays. He needs to be getting more aggressive, finding kills like that. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him pick up another smoke and look for the exact same play, because end of the day, he can't gank puck mid. The safe lane's being protected, so the Brewmaster in the offlane is kind of the weak lane for Newbee.
So good start for Vici. As you mentioned, the exact rotation he needs to make. 2-minute rune comes out. It'll be Tide that gets the illusion, and the bounty up top is actually picked up by FY. So far, Vici with the rune control as Doom gets poked by the Tide illusions there.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Banana's kind of move is going to be this game. Like, sometimes you see these Dooms pick up early Orb of Venoms and go ganking, but bottom lane, there's going to be an attempt on Ice Ice's life, and with the Maledict, had some extra damage here, and 2 points in the Blade Fury. I like that they adapt to a different build here.
Moo, stunned up, barely lives, and is able to jaunt over the fissure.
Yeah, but that safe lane with the Witch Doctor Jug going a slightly different build to help secure the kill, like the early Maledict point with a level 2 Blade Fury. I think that's a kind of different, like it's something the Tide just won't expect that extra bit of damage coming in. He's probably thinking, okay, your normal level 1 Blade Fury, Witch Doctor going maybe Voodoo at level 2, but that extra damage gets them the kill.
I feel like I've seen a lot more Witch Doctors recently going for this Maledict primary. And here, even at level 3, he grabs the second point. Okay. Voodoo Restoration for so long has been that go-to. We've even seen Witch Doctors prioritize the Voodoo Restoration over the cast because it's so good. And more we're seeing this aggressive Maledict. Maybe it's just because of the wild card factor that you're talking about, but the damage output is pretty significant. That's for damn sure.
All right.
So how's the mid lane going? Black on the Sniper, 13 and 8 compared to the 13 and 4 Puck, so it seems to be a pretty even farm fest for now.
Yeah, Sniper gets, well, it will be leveling up the Shrapnel, but so it won't have the extra headshot damage, but Moo is going to rely a lot on having like the Bottle Crow or at least runes to work around.
Yeah.
Does he be careful here, mid?
Being pretty aggressive. Could this be a kill attempt? Looking for the fissure, catches him close to max range. Black laying in the auto attacks, and there is enough for an orb.
That's a sick move play. He bottles and phase shifts, so he gets the mana. He didn't have mana for an orb. I looked at him like, he's probably dead. He doesn't have mana for an orb, but during the phase shift, he gets the regen while not taking damage.
Right. And, Venge being a little sneaky there. Steals the invisibility rune. Nice.
So that was very important that Moo doesn't die in the mid lane. I think if they actually stunned Fissured sooner, they may have got the kill there, because without the mana to orb out, Moo was probably dead, but the bottle arrived on the courier just in time. So bottom lane, they're going to go in for a kill, and this is level 2 Maledict. Ice is done for.
That's certainly a kill. How getting so much damage. Also the level 2 Blade Fury, more damage than you normally anticipate, and yeah, Tango not going to save you for that one, Ice. That was just a waste of a Tango.
Yeah. So Fenrir's moved into the Radiant Jungle, but not much he can get done apart from an offensive ward, which is nice in itself, though. Something that can be used to maybe set some kills later, but it's who are you setting up the kills with? Your Tide in the offlane isn't going to be able to move into the jungle. Unless Banana's jungling on like a quarter HP or something, not really easy to find those kills.
Yeah, I think also useful just to keep kind of tabs on the Doom. Know where he is, know what he's up to, see if he moves into a Midas, if he does something kind of silly or gets aggressive. Just good intel in general to clock movements. Mid lane, Moo going to be in some trouble. Fissure not going to do a hell of a lot, but he orbs aggressively. A good read from Vici Gaming and makes it an easy kill as Fenrir comes in with a magic missile. It'll be Black with the last hit. And now the Sniper finds his level 6.
Yep, level 6. Has his Aquila. He's going to have a good time in the mid lane, I imagine.
So far, so good. And moving up towards the top lane, Super on this axe, man. He's got a flail instead of an axe, but he is just racking up the last hits. 34 and 8. 10 up on the next leader, which is Jug.
Yeah. If he had that first blood, he would be pretty much at his Blink Dagger by now, but he's going to get that very soon. I think this is where you almost want to bring the supports back top just to secure the tier 1 tower and get him the Blink Dagger, but regardless, this blink timing is going to be scary for Newbee to deal with. Yeah,
he's able to be so aggressive now. He just cuts this top lane. Nothing the Brew can do about it. I mean, he's not level 6, so in danger if Super gets a little RNG, and he'll just try and leech experience in the tree line. Super's living the dream right now.
He's taking it. That's the other thing. The Jungle Doom, he's like, wait, how? Like, what's actually coming up top? Who can TP and cause me problems? Puck, maybe with a Dream Coil, but you're not worried about the Doom coming. The Witch Doctor is kind of, his job is still to zone and look for kills on the Tide, so even without supports up here, it's a very confident axe.
Yeah, and now the rotations come. Rabbit will show himself. How's the one that TP's in? They secured the deny.
No.
No, they don't. Cardi gets it.
Jug and everything. I don't know why. I feel like that's where you want the Puck to be TPing in, because Puck can actually go for the Dream Coil kill, but the Jug wasn't level 6. What? I'm not sure what the Jug was TPing for.
So this is also just an odd smoke as well. Banana only level 4. He does have a Shockwave for some extra damage. So there's no Doom and there's no Omni.
They just really want this sniper.
And maybe they can do it. Black's positioning pretty good. Dream Coil comes out, and no way to save him here. So, okay. That on the back of the Dream Coil, an easy kill.
I think the Jug was like, okay, the Doom had the smoke and the Jug was the one with the damage, so they kind of needed both of them there. The Doom wasn't even needed for that kill. The puck Jug was enough.
And that was also one of those plays where looking at that, I'm just like, all right, no Omni Slash, no Doom. This is like the weirdest rotation ever, but that's part of what makes it unexpected. So Black seemed a little unprepared for that. So split up in the top lane.
Yeah, Brew got initiated on, but gets out of there. Just defensive split. So that's his first split of the game. He's an offlaner, so it's not like you're the mid laner looking to be the main tempo controller. It's not the biggest deal for him. At this point, probably not giving Super another kill, letting him snowball is more important than anything. So,
some eyes on Ice down here. He's got his arcane boots. Wow, this Tide's gotten a lot out of this lane.
This is such an Ice thing. Goes 0-2, 0-3 in lane, but gets a lot of farm, a lot of good levels, and then also has some Ancients that have been stacked to catch up with as well. So this is just like
nice triple stack here.
This is just Ice. He trades his life for farm and levels, and generally I think he comes out on top in that exchange.
Usually so. Bottom rune, he gets initiated on. Gets off
one.
The anchor smash first. Here you go. Ravage on 3, but is the team support there? They'll try to pursue him. Maledict's already hit, but the follow-up damage isn't enough to force out a kill. Venge pursuing Banana. They've got the Assassinate. It will go through. Enough damage. They find the kill there. And now Vici, happy with just one kill, will back it up to friendly territory.
Yeah. All right.
Nice little kill there.
Vici Gaming just moving around pretty well. For the most part, this Doom is just not really being able to do too much in the jungle.
So far, it feels like a bit of a backfire. No Midas yet, just Tranquil Boots. Still not level 6, not getting good experience. And even the Witch Doctor now, he's struggling too. No Death Ward, and even though he's 1-0-1, look at his net worth. How is that even possible?
He's solo support life. He's go by career upgrade, wards.
Yeah, I guess
smokes,
it's just all the consumables.
Everything.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
a tough life for the Doctor. Meanwhile, up top, Rabbit initiated on. His super goes in. The follow-up's there. That'll be a dunk. And an easy one on the Brew.
FY Fenrir just making good early rotations and getting a lot done with these two supports. Another successful smoke. And Newbee at this point, I guess the Brew and the Puck need to they're going to probably look to fight around the Brew split a little bit with maybe the Brew and the Puck going for smoke ganks. The Doom just needs to catch up on farm and levels right now with how far behind he is. And I think the key here is still going to be to try and gank the sniper. Maybe look for like the Puck Jug or the Puck Brew to go for a kill here. They need to bring the Brew end of the day because Vici Gaming kind of got themselves a bit of a momentum lead and will be bringing in support. I mean, already you can see Super is in position here, partially looking for a kill, but also expecting a possible smoke rotation.
Oh, Blink Dagger gets interrupted, so misses the Berserker's call. Now they're going on to Mu, though he still doesn't have the orb. Super gets a spin, and that causes the dunk threshold to be reached. Easy kill in the mid lane. Black caught by the coil, but not too much worse for wear.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, he doesn't have orb, but he'll walk away. But that shrapnel slow at level 4 is insane.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. What is it, 30%? Oh my.
Yeah, that 30% plus, I think was like a value point in Battle Hunger even from the Axe to, yeah, he had the extra slow from the Battle Hunger, and that gives Axe extra movement speed. So Super just was moving twice as fast as the Puck was. And
that's where the value point comes from. All levels he gets that, it's a 10% slow and a 12% buff, so it gives you a lot of chasing power. Bottom lane, Ice, trying to make a defense on his tower. Ravage coming up in just a couple seconds here. So can defend if need be, but they will back out. Jug closing in on what could be a Mask of Madness, 1,400 gold there. Smoke rotation from the backside. Banana and Rabbit are ready to fight. There is a Brew split here. Banana with the Doom, but look at the cast point. Ice just fogging him. Doom raising that sword, but he's going to have to put it right back down.
Yeah. He does the Y, but doesn't get to the M for the YMCA.
Here we go. Super comes in. Berserker's call on 2, right into a Ravage. Banana's not even going to get to Doom, nor will the Banana, or Jesus, I was going to say the Banana split, but it's the Rabbit split. There's only one outcome here, GoDz, and, well, it's Newbee getting slapped down in that little fight. Sun Shang, Coconuts even get stopped with the Blink.
This last pick, Axe, is doing wonders for Vici Gaming. Woo. And there's been some talk about like the Axe, the Troll, and some of these heroes being definitely the kind of trendy heroes over the last few weeks, but a lot of these teams have not been prioritizing them so much and maybe kind of undervaluing them or possibly thinking they found something a bit better. But right now, this Axe pick is looking like kind of the difference maker in this game.
Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing slowing him down at this point. 5.6K, and I feel like Axe is also a hero you really don't want to leave unchecked. If you're able just to farm like a 9-minute Blink with Tranquils and just start picking up kills, he's very hard to deal with. He's a hero that you have to put down, and I don't think he's one that plays particularly well from behind. So I think some of it is just the nature of games like this where you just let an Axe sit against a melee. Like, he's basically soloed a Brew in lane. You just can't do that. You can't let the lanes go that way. That's where he really shines. Mask of Madness up on black now.
Well, he's sub 800 HP, but he's not worried about a blink anytime soon from the Brewmaster. It's a pretty safe game for black to go for this kind of item. He's got great support with an Earthshaker Fissure, the Venge Swap, the Tide Ravage. I guess Tide Ice 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 doesn't normally go the blink build, or at least not till much later on. And I think with good reason. A game like this, you're against like Omni Slash, the Brewmaster Bears. If he just tanks up and can just walk into the fight, even if he doesn't get the best Ravage off as a result, he's a hero that Newbee won't really have an answer for. If he has like a mech, he sometimes goes like mech shivers with no blink. It's actually really powerful against Jug, against Brew, and these kind of heroes.
Well, and the difference is also sort of in the past when you would see Tide and when he was more of that kind of like first pick material, he's that Blink Dagger initiator that you need. But here they've got the Axe to do that. And eventually they'll have the Earthshaker to do it if farm allows. So there comes a point where the diminishing turns are there. And like you said, the tankiness is what really makes him powerful. Tide, not known for his armor, one of the reasons why the mech build is really good in terms of survivability. And just look at this big old fatty of a stack this Tide Hunter's got now. What's that, a 5 stack? 4 stack?
It's a
2
like
Drakes.
five,
I think it's 5.
5.
3 Lizards and 2 Drakes, I think, is where it is. Or no, that's 3 Drakes.
6? Is it even 6?
It could even be a 6 stack.
Yeah, it looks like 6.
That's a big one. That's a lot of gold sitting there for Vici.
And Newbee did scout it out when they went for that smoke gang, but I'm not sure they're really too ready to fight and contest that. Against this Axe, Sniper as well, like if they try and fight around the Roshan or Ancients area, Shrapnel is going to kind of wreck them as well. Unless they can somehow get onto the Sniper, kill him fast, and get a good Doom off on like someone like Tide to prevent a Ravage. And all these things is incredibly hard to do. The Doomcast animation, Vici Gaming have great chain stun, the call into Fissure, into Venge stun, into Ravage. They've just got the far superior just control of this game right now.
Yeah. Initiation onto Ice 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 here in the bottom lane. Sancheng will connect with the Maledict, and Hao's there with the Omni. Looks like that'll be more than enough damage to force out a kill, and the DOTs will eventually bring him down. The rest of Vici here ready to fight. Blink forward, call onto Hao. Easy kill on the Jug. They don't even need the dunk. Doom will come out onto Super, but plenty of HP there, and he will live without too much trouble.
Vici Gaming do bring everyone down. I think that was their kind of plan regardless, but they were hoping that Ice 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 could get off the Ravage before he got Omni Slashed, or at least be able to be kept alive there. But Vici Gaming can't really push this bottom tier on tower. Well, they could, but they are being pressured in mid. There's a big creep wave top, so they're going to have to give up a lot if they want to kind of commit for this tier 1 bottom tower.
Yeah, definitely. So Newbee in a kind of a delicate place right now. Brew as well as the Puck very close to their Blink Daggers. Brew actually just picks his up now. Puck about 100 gold away. So maybe they can fight a little more now. Looks like Mask of Madness on the way out for the Juggernaut also, as the beginnings of a Yasha already in the inventory.
Yeah, he's confused. He's got the Blade, got the Mask of Death, so maybe just going to be going for a straight Yasha or something. But
seems like it, yeah. Doom's still very underfarmed, though. I mean, he's effectively playing the 4 with about 3k net worth, but usually when you pick that jungle Doom, it's to open up some possibilities, some efficiency, get you some extra farm, and it's just not working for him.
And if Vici are going to just group up and take objectives, probably they'll look to do that after Ice 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 clears out the stack. It's going to be hard for Newbee to kind of fight into that one.
Yeah, you look at where the Tide's farm is right now, and yeah, it's okay. 3.4, not too bad. And clear out this big fatty stack here, and all of a sudden this Tide's going to be in great shape. He'll surpass the Puck
plus
easily.
1,000, plus another set. This is 2,000 gold, I think.
Oh my God, it's ridiculous.
Easy.
You just can't let them get away with this. That's the big problem here. Vici are just completely uncontested. Control this part of the map. Look at this. They've even got sentry wards down to make sure it's not warded. They are really prioritizing the ancient stacking, and for good reason. Now all of a sudden, Ice 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 has a mech and is halfway to a Blink Dagger if that's what he wants to get.
1,800 gold off of that. That's where it doesn't really that's where so many supports are viable. Like that could be any support. The Earthshaker who just kept stacking him. Once or twice it was Ice 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 himself, but you just need to have a hero that can roam, gank a lane, get your team an early edge, and then you have this huge ancient stack to give your offlaner a huge amount of farm.
Wrap around coming in here. There's the initiation. Moo with huge damage. Brew split as well. Vici trying to split as best they can. Ravage goes off. Still no kills. There's the dunk. Puck getting low as he tries to retreat. Black gets Doom behind the tower, but still alive and laying in some shots from the back. Earthshaker for Puck, the first 2 to go down, but now the dunk onto Witch Doctor. The swap onto Hao. They're going to get the kill on the Jug. A double dunk for Super as he picks up a double kill. It's a 1 for 3, and despite the beautiful initiation, Newbee just don't have the damage to take the fight.
Yeah. I think the Doom on Black's good because the Shrapnel's do a lot. Black is just a
And
beast if he stays in the
He
fight.
didn't even die.
He doesn't die. They needed to maybe focus him down more, but end of the day, it was the mech timing. I mean, he's well over the mech goal, but he only just bought it. I don't know if Newbee were aware of that.
I feel like he should have just doomed the Tide in general. If he couldn't have ravaged or mech there, that could have been a game changer.
I think, yeah, if you doom him before the mech, I'm not sure if Doom could have actually got in time. But at the end of the day, Doom doesn't have a blink. It was the Brew and the Puck who blinked in. But it's a max level waning rift, so could have maybe got in there for that. But
There was a decent win.
yeah, the mech was the game changer there. Newbee would have got a lot more done if there was no mech involved, and dooming a Tide seems like it could have been the way to go.
Well, God, I bet that Vici would win and this game would go over 50 minutes. It's looking like I may be joining the negative points with Lumi on our betting board.
Yeah, I saw the Doom pick. I'm like, Doom's a hero that often goes 50 minutes because this like you're just happy to go late game because of how good Doom is late. You've got Brew's not really a late game hero, but the Doom makes up for it. You've got the Jug. But at the end of the day, if Newbee get rolled over like this, then they're not getting to late game.
No, definitely not. And Doom's farm's still so low now. It's not even just the Doom, but the Brew, not that far away. Puck will get killed in the mid lane as Super discharges in. It's going to be a double kill, possibly. Sun Sheng staying alive as best he can. Will survive as Banana comes in. And now Rabbit joining the party. They want to punish Super, but a Berserker's call. Big spins.
Oh, here comes Sniper.
And
They're going to run from this Sniper.
Yeah, not going to be able to get in range. There is a a haste on Rabbit, so he'll be all right. It's just falling apart for Newbee here. Everyone's farm looking so lackluster. Even Puck now falling further behind. He had the Blink Dagger, but where's the item progression past that?
Yeah, Moo's not being able to make too many plays happen this game. Not his ordinary Puck game.
He doesn't even have power treads yet.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And they'll turn them out. They are trying to get some more farm on Hal's Jug, and probably just recognizing that he alone is just... I think it's more they just can't fight. They're like, let's try to get some farm in all these side lanes, get like level 2 split on the Brewmaster, get Puck, just some more levels, another item as well. You mentioned just some treads or anything just to keep him alive in these fights, but it's getting rough for Newbee.
It really is. Gold deficit now up to about 8,000 experience in a pretty similar place. Not insurmountable. We're only 19 minutes in. It's a pretty big lead. What can Newbee do to start turning this around?
They don't want to fight into these 5v5 scenarios. They're going to be looking to kind of isolate heroes that are off by themselves. And I think for Newbee, it's have a couple heroes farming and then a couple heroes who are actually going for like clever little smoke ganks. Like the smoke gank earlier that the Doom went with the Brewmaster, where he missed the Doom cast twice because of fog. Those are the kind of smoke ganks which are good. Like that was the right kind of gank to go for, and they have to go back to that, I think. Use the Doom with probably the Puck. They need some burst damage. The Puck's the only one. Puck and Jug are the two heroes with burst damage, and they need to get a kill fast and then get out. So either the Puck or the Jug has to be ganking, while the Doom and Jug also need farm right now. Like end of the day, I think Doom especially has to get to a kind of a late game item set, but he can't really be fighting too much with his team. Not in these 5v5 scenarios, which is just going to be multiple Newbee casualties.
Yeah, the Ravage is just the key facet there. Although, speak of the devil, Ice will be initiated on. Pops the mech straight away, still survives, gets off the Ravage on all the team. Now the cavalry has arrived. Brew goes down first. They finally lose Ice. Death Ward from the low ground doing some damage here, but is it actually enough damage? It just doesn't seem like it. GoDz Newbee getting cleaned up. Black, a madman with the Mask of Madness, and Yasha, his attack speed is out of control. Just cleans house with a triple kill. It's a 2-for-5 trade. Vici look right towards Roshan. This one's starting to feel like it's a little bit over. Even a Blink Dagger now on FY.
Well, the TI4 champions, they lose their opening match to the Korean MVP Phoenix, and here they are against Vici Gaming, possibly looking at their second loss of the group stage. This is
a rough
as
start.
bad a start as it gets for Newbee, especially that first loss to a team they're probably maybe a bit overconfident against, but this game they're just looking really flat. They're not getting anything done with their draft. They aren't really... a lot of it just goes back to running the Doom in the jungle. It does limit your options, but a lot of these teams, like even when they're running the Doom in the off lane when he falls back to the jungle, they go for these early smoke ganks. To get the Orb of Venom on the Doom, they use him more like a ganker, and it didn't feel like Newbee... They went for the one smoke gank on mid where they killed Sniper, but that Doom wasn't needed. That wasn't even a kill that had anything to do with the Doom. That was just the Jug Puck, so
yeah.
The Doom's been a non-factor.
Completely. And, you know, like we talked about the Axe being a hero, you don't really just want to let free farm for the fast blink because he can control the game, but Sniper's in a similar state. I mean, if you let him just run around, control the game, he's 5-1-7. That smoke gank you reference is the only time they've pressured him. Outside of that, he's just been free farming, picking up kills with Assassinate. It's a hero that's kind of notorious for not being that strong in competitive or captain's mode, at least over the past year, but if you leave him unchecked, his damage output is insane, as we saw in that last fight. He even just went for an SNY here. Forget about the Manta, just going for some value items, anything just to let him lay in some more shrapnels.
Yeah, with the attack speed, if he gets a main proc, his damage output's going to get even scarier. So, for Newbee, it's just this...
top?
Yeah.
How? All right, he'll live through the DOT. Very close call, but the healing ward is all he needs. I think... Did Axe think that the Battle Hunger had him, and that's why he let him live?
Axe can get out of there. Walks into a Doom now. This is the kind of kill that Newbee needs. He's saying two to three hero smoke ganks, well, not necessarily smoke ganks, two to three hero ganking units is where they're going to get back in the game. Find a key kill on an Axe, on something like that, but they've got to commit a lot of ultimates. They've got to invest a lot, and they're always going to be trading for something. Here it's a tier 2 bottom tower, and this is just like, it's always a trade for Newbee. They're never like getting something and giving up nothing in return.
Yeah. And now there is a Blink Dagger on the Tidehunter, the beginnings of probably a refresher in that Ring of Health. Things looking very good for Ice Ice Ice. 1, 4, and 11. Vici still have 2 tier 2 towers to chew through. Right now the total tower count, they've only lost 1 themselves, so it will be 4-1, of course, in their favor. And just checking on the graph now, 12,000 golden experience in the Dire's favor. So things still just looking good. The graph, one steady movement down in favor of the Dire.
Yeah. How can kind of keep up a little bit on farm? He's going to be going for the Battle Fury. Battle Fury.
100%
sure.
Battle Fury, okay.
Yeah, he needs it to just accelerate his farm, do a bit more damage in general, I think. The Shadow Blade's just too gimmicky and too easily. Like Vici Gaming, when you're ahead like this, can just easily pick up a gem, easily deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, in one of the games earlier I cast with Ben, we saw Jug do basically this exact build. All farming tools, casual Yasha into the Battle Fury. Did not work in that match. I think it was the Big God game against Secret.
It's an item you get kind of when you're behind, which is it's weird because you're still a glass cannon, but when you're ahead, you can just go pure single target. Your Basher, your Manta Cell is really good when you're ahead because it just allows you to go manly in the fight. The Manta Skadi with the Basher, you're fighting and you can siege the base. If you're not looking to fight, siege the base, you're looking to split push like he is. The Battle Fury is just like your damage. Going glass cannon is just better when you're not fighting, and when you're behind, you're not fighting. True. Or trying not to fight, at least. They may be forced to fight by this base push.
Jug does TP home in black, using that long range, just laying into the tower. Drops down the shrapnel, doesn't damage the structures, but still zones out Newbee from being in that spot where they may want to be to try and zone him out. And I think Vici will be happy just to sit back and slow siege the tower. Reap the benefits of the sniper here, kind of baiting it out a little bit. If they jump on the sniper, Super's right there to hop over with the call. He also has a BKB now, which we haven't mentioned yet.
It's not the best siege. All they've got is the sniper to kind of sit back and right-click the tower. His damage is all right, but
feels like it's all they need, though. It's not like Newbee's farming right now.
It's slow and steady with an Aegis, and with the sniper attack range, he's not really getting anywhere near this Vici, not getting anywhere near the Newbee's heroes, so the rest of the Vici heroes can sit even further back, and it's like how Doom can't get in for a Doom. No one can really go anywhere near. Sniper will just slowly, bit by bit, work away on this tier 3 tower. Getting racks will be difficult, though, because that's where Sniper has to move even further forward, and maybe gets caught out as a result. Yeah. Well, his teammates maybe get caught out as a result.
Newbee still just don't have any easy way to do this. Doom did go BKB first item, so that's what he's got completed now. 10-second charge, but still no blink. There's no way that he can really hop in here. How's the one that gets jumped on? Super comes in. They blow him up. Ice 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 uses a Ravage. Banana won't get hit by it with the BKB, but now Rabbit comes in. Can't even get off the split. The Echo from FY. 2 buybacks now from Newbee. Puck as well as the Juggernaut. Omni Slash flying through, splitting the damage. Mac buying him some time. Will find the kill on Fenrir, but now committed very far outside of the base. Sniper just laying shells into his body. Looking bad for Newbee here, GoDz.
Yeah, that's just one of those. That fight's just made me game. I mean, it was already looking absolutely desperate and dire for this Newbee squad, but they had to go for something there. They were kind of using the Jug as bait in the front lines. I think happy to have him get cold and ravaged like that because he had the buyback, but Brew not getting off his ultimate. FY was just waiting for the Brew to go in, knowing the Brew... I mean, Brew has to go greedy. He has to go for the clap first because they just don't have much damage. They need the extra bit of damage from the clap, and FY is like, great, you're going to go for a clap split. I'm going to make sure I cancel it with my Echo, and we burst you down. And no split, no chance for Newbee. GG.
Newbee. Off to a really rocky start here in the DAC 2015 group stages, 0-2. And the opening matches, not where the TI4 champions expected themselves to be by any stretch of the imagination. And it's not even just that they've lost 2 games, also that the 2 games they lost seem pretty handily victories for the
Yeah.
other side. I mean, I don't want to say they didn't put up a fight here, but it just seemed like out of the gate, Vici had a clear game plan, dominated the lanes, and aside from that one smoke gank that we just keep going back to, it seemed like Newbee didn't really have a plan.
It's still not a team you can ever really count out. It's one of those things where you even look at TI4. They had a very slow and pretty weak group stage in general, and they bounce back. Once they figure out a strategy that works for them or see what other teams are doing and kind of implement it to their own play style, that's when I feel Newbee can still be strong. They've got a really scary roster. They don't have Zhao 8 though. That's the thing where a lot of that comes down to maybe in the past where Zhao 8 was their captain and leader. I think Rabbit's a step up as far as mechanical and individual play goes, but maybe just not. I mean, we're not seeing right now Newbee really doing much at all.
Yeah, I don't have too much else to add to that, other than Vici is just looking pretty strong. Ice, strong as ever. Great plays on the Tidehunter. 1-4-14. He had a couple of difficulties early on. He got picked off a few times, but still had an amazing game. Found that farm, great time on the mech, and was kind of that tempo controller for the team. Even there, that solo Omni, where he just survives the entire thing, ravages the whole team, and then all of a sudden Newbee just implode. LD, welcome back to the panel.
He did die a lot, but he got experience, man. He was level 5 basically at like 4 minutes into the game, 4.5 minutes. So, and at the end of the day, that's what you look for out of the Tidehunter. He catches up with ancient stacks and still has a huge impact
I
moving
think
forward.
Ice just understands the offlane. Like, to me, he's like the offlane player right now. I think you look at like some of the performance of other offlanes where they play way too passive. I know EGM got like just bring up some of his games online. We got a lot of flack where he was like level 1, 8 or 9 minutes in the game because he put so much emphasis on not dying that it's like you're so underleveled that you have zero impact. You look at Ice and his impact. He doesn't care that Jug gets a little bit more farm and items, or that he dies 2 or 3 times because he knows he's going to be able to do a lot more with those levels. So, so many offlaners just seem to prioritize staying alive in the offlane. I don't think that's your goal. Like that's not your number one goal in the offlane.
Definitely not. He's playing really well, and he has been for quite a while now for Vici Gaming. And with this loss, Newbee, they dropped to 0-2. Vici Gaming bounced back and puts them at 1-1. Is Newbee going to continue to struggle moving forward? They lose that first game rather in one-sided fashion. This game also pretty one-sided.
Their next match, they'll be playing EG coming up in a couple of heats here.
We thought EG was going to have the hard day one, but Newbee who ends up really getting worked over.
That'll be a tough one. If Newbee goes 0-3 in the opening day, I don't know. Could be a bad omen. Or it could also be that kick in the teeth they need to come back for the rest of the group stage. Like, guys, what's going on? You know, come back ready to fight.
They end the day versus Tongfu. So if that's a 0-4 day, then then you're going to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, that's
By the way,
did we win TI?
Your first official bet, GoDz. You lost.
Right.
It's okay. I lost too.
That's right.
So the Davids were not on the money.
At least we're on the same
well,
side.
Actually, I think Lumi was.
Lumi, I think he went Vici.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you and Lumi win. Did he win his little bet? What was his pocket bet?
Oh,
yeah,
it was
got the double
GPM
whammy.
based. What was?
No, it was 50 minutes, wasn't it?
No, I was 50
Less
minutes.
than 50 minutes.
I definitely lost the
Okay.
50 minutes thing.
50 minutes is not a good value bet right now.
No, it's not. I got too
You
excited
should've gone
about
for like
making bold
40
bets.
or 45. I mean, you would have lost anyways, but
The scorecard is not up yet here. Is there
Why is
any
it not
reason?
up?
I don't know.
oh, you got to refresh it.
Oh, you got to close
You have
out
to
of
close
it.
it and
Oh,
come
you have
back.
to actually close it. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's there now.
There we go. What was the GPM? What did Lumi say? Was it 600 that we made him
600.
do?
For Black?
Black.
Less than 600.
He was 528.
All right, Lumi, 2 points. Congratulations.
Woo.
That's not a very risky bet. How many games? How often does someone get?
Well,
I didn't think it was that
How did
risky,
we
but-
condone this bet? I feel
Well,
like that's like
we were sort of